So you've decided that you want to start creating some beautiful videos for YouTube. And you've decided that you're going to use DaVinci as your editing software. But you're not sure of how to go about it. So today I'm going to give you a tour, a basic tour of DaVinci, so that you can get started with doing some basic editing of those videos so that you can get them out there. Firstly, if you go to File and scroll down, you will then see Project Manager and Project Setting. In Project Manager, you will be able to select other projects or create a new project. Then if you go to Project Settings, you can change the settings of your project. One of the main reasons you would go into your project settings at the beginning of each and every project that you start is to go into Fairflight and change your target loudness to -14. Then you have the media pool. In here, you will be able to drag and drop your video that you want to edit. You can add JPEGs of your thumbnail or any other stills that you want to add into your video editing. You can add extra voice audio or music audio. You can also add any extra completed animations to here. So anything that you will need for your video that you're going to create, you will drop into your media pool. Then from here, you will see on down the side, you've got a toolbox with all the different kinds of effects that you can utilize for your video editing, from video transitions to adding titles to effects of fusion compositions, filters like box blur and lens blur, and then your Fairflight audio FX is where you can also amend some of your audio. Like when I'm recording, when I'm editing, I double check all my sound with for noise reduction. From here, you will add your video clip into the edit section. You can zoom in and zoom out to be able to see more or less of your video clip over here. So generally when I am clipping, I zoom in so that I can be more precise as to where I want to clip. And then if I need to see anything extra, I zoom out. To add a track, you will click in this blank area here, right click and say add track. That will allow you to add anything extra that you might want to add. So if you wanted a logo that goes across this entire video, you could then drag and drop your logo onto here and drop it in on top like this. Okay, so what it would do, you would drag and drop it into your track and you would be able to pull it across so that it would run across the whole video. You will be able to transform it, make it smaller or bigger, however you like. So if you can see, I want to make this, for argument's sake, a logo. And then when you play it, it will be up there right through the whole video, as you can see up in the top left-hand corner, if it was a logo. You can also, let's just delete that. Okay. For every video that you create for YouTube, you would need a thumbnail or some kind of JPEG intro. So you can drag and drop your thumbnail in. You can then zoom in. You'll see that there's this big gap here and either. So a quick way of deleting this big gap and closing up this area is to select it and right click it and say ripple delete, and then right click and ripple delete. It will close up that. If you have those big gaps, it'll add to your video time. And then you can also add a audio track. and then you can add your audio track if you were wanting to play music underneath as background music. So this is how you would go to edit. This is your blade, which allows you to clip your tracks as well as your audios, and then you just use your pointer tool to be able to click it and cut it out, and then again triple delete it. You would continue like this for all your video. Play around with the different effects that you can have and the filters depending on what you're wanting to do. Once you have done this, if you need to do any color correction, you'll be able to go into color and you'll be able to use the color correcting. Then you'll go into Fairflight, which is your audio tracks, and here you would change, or you would change the loudness of your audio tracks, and you would normalize it here, and you would either make it softer or louder depending on how your audio is sounding. Then once you are finished with all your editing and you're happy with your video, you will then go to Deliver, which is where you will then render your video. You will select, if it's going to YouTube, you will select YouTube, put your name in, select an area, change it to an MP4, add it to a render queue, and you would then say render all. If you like this video and you'd like to see more like this, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.